Welcome ESL to week 7 in season 10. As we're getting ready for some qualifying in the Clio Cup Series. It's Colin Pierce out on the track. Our points leader, Rhett Sawyer, he's still not out on the track. But there's Nelly, the number 18. A new driver, Eric Davis, he is making his return to the ESL. After a pretty long layoff, he was in the league towards the beginning, around season 1 and 2. We'll see how he makes out today. Our points leader, Rhett Sawyer, is out on the track. He currently has a 121 point lead. Can anyone put a dent into his lead moving forward? As we are at the halfway point of the season, it's going to be a tough task, but there's still plenty of racing to go. We'll see what drivers made the proper adjustments after the big progression window we just had. As Colin Pierce, he would be laying down his first lap time as he is on the front stretch. This is a pretty long straightaway here at this road course. So it'll be interesting to see where the passing lanes are. And he lays down a 152.922. That is the time to beat. Mike Mello goes straight to the top of the leaderboard. But for how long? Rocco Stallone, third. Weezy on the top. As we still have 4 minutes left in qualifying. Weezy 152.545. Evan Ethel jumps to second. Mike Mello's in third. Pierce in fourth. Killmongers moves up to 6th. Morningstar up to second now. As all these lap times are starting to come in. Some of these drivers will be able to get a second lap in. Will that make a difference in their time? We will see. The track is not super warm, 95 degrees. It's a little windy, 11 mile an hour winds. But right now, E-Weezy is on top of the board. He has the time to beat. And as soon as I say that, his teammate Kyle Storm, 152.540. Rhett Sawyer in points leader currently in 5th. Doug Britton jumps up to 6th. Tyler Graham's 14th. Del Rowe up to 6th. Mitchie O'Brien with a good time. Qualifies right now, he's 3rd on the board. Javier's in 11th. We still have Hugh, Marco, and Ani yet to cross the line. And they're doing so now. DJ Hume up to 6th, Ani to 4th. Marco in 13th. So that is everyone right now. Can anyone improve on those times? We still have 2 minutes on the clock. Some of these drivers might be able to draft off each other, might be able to improve their time. Right now it's Kyle Storm with the fastest lap. B. Weezy 2nd, Mitchie 3rd, Ani 4th, Morningstar 5th. We will see if these times hold. It looks like I think the 13 of Chris is holding up. The 32 of Sawyer. Or maybe that's, yeah, that is a number 2 actually, not the 13. Some cars are already heading to the pits as we're under a minute in qualifying. Oh, Kyle Storm gets off the track. He came in too hot. Got on the grass. Almost lost it there. Is that a sign to come during the race? As qualifying is over. And it looks like Kyle Storm will win your pole. There still might be a few cars that still need to cross this line. But I haven't seen no improvements so far. Second time around. Looks like this might be it. So your top 5 would be Storm in 1st, Eweezy 2nd, O'Brien 3rd, Ani 4th, and Morningstar 5th. And that is the end of qualifying. I'll be back in a few minutes. ready for race 1 this week in week 7, and we are underway. As you see a few cars trying to battle for position. And Eweezy gets wide, or it's gonna open the door for the number 40. DJ Hume trying to gain another spot here. Trying to get by Morningstar. Morningstar and Hume, they're still trying to battle as they go around the turn. Brett Sawyer trying to battle Doug Britton. This is for 9th. Right behind them is the 27 of Mike Mello. Brett's trying to get in line. There's Kyle Storm. He is your leader. Eweezy second. Mitchie in third. We'll see how much drafting goes on the straightaway. There's already a little separation from the top 2. You see Hume, he took a peek to the inside of the 73. As we go a little further back here, there's Tyler Grimes and Chris Andrews. This is for 18th. It looks like if you get stuck on the outside, you could definitely lose a few positions. Grimes doing a good job holding off Killmonger. Killmonger gets a little loose going off the turn. Still in the lead about 4/10 of a second. Eweezy in second, and it's Mitchie in third. There's Doug Britton trying to get by the 16 of Del Rowe. Easily gets by without a problem. He makes that pass coming out of turn 12. He is up to 8th. Brett Sawyer in 10th. Sawyer has not finished out of the top 10 the whole season, so he wants to keep that streak alive. Evan Ethel with the fastest lap in the race so far. We'll see how much tire wear causes an issue at this track. Kyle Storm slowly pulling away from the 299. Already 8/10 of a second. But it looks like Eweezy is starting to slow down. As Mitchie O'Brien is is closing the gap. As the field is starting to spread out some. Still plenty of time left. 19 minutes on the clock. We'll see if, like I mentioned earlier, about tire wear come into play later on in this race. There are a few tough turns on this track. There's Ani in fourth, Hume in fifth, Morningstar in sixth, all Lost City cars 4, 5, and 6. There's Doug Britton in eighth. He's up 2 positions. And it looks like he's already gaining ground on that 38, trying to make a pass there. He definitely has a fast car today. He looks to the inside, can't make it happen. Going a little further back in the field, that's Colin Pierce, currently in 12. Behind him is Tyler Marco and Vasquez. Nolan Pearson currently in 15th. Gunny McGuire. Let's try to look at your top 5 in points, see where they're currently at in the field. Brett Sawyer, he is your points leader. He is currently in 10th. Kyle Storm, he is second in points. He is currently your leader. Javier Vasquez, he's currently third in points. He is currently 14th. And Doug Britton is fourth in points, currently in 8th. And Chris Del Roe, he's been pretty hot as of late. He is currently 5th in points, and he is 9th in the race. The top 3 have run away from Ani and Hume, your 4th and 5th place cars. But Kyle Storm cannot get away from Eweezy or Mitchie O'Brien. Mitchie O'Brien is currently 11th in points. He's had his flashes this season. We'll see if he can make something happen. But let's ride around on the number 40 for a lap. It's Mitchie O'Brien still in third. There's Brett Sawyer. He gained a spot up to ninth. Evan Ethel lost the spot. Doug Britton moved up into seventh. So Doug Britton has been on the move. He definitely has a fast car. Didn't get the qualifying he wanted, but he's making up for it during the race. And something happened to the 52. He makes contact with the 25. Let's see if we could. Oh, the 52 came off the track. He came in hot, and there's that tricky turn there. He goes off-roading here on the grass. Tries to get back on the track. The 25's coming. They make contact going around the turn. Let's right on board with the 52. He just came in too hot. Tries to come back out on the track. The 25 is coming. They make contact right there. The 52 loses a ton of positions there because of that. That turn is extremely tricky. We saw Kyle Storm have that same issue during qualifying, but he was able to get off that grass pretty quick, but Tyler Gribbs just couldn't do the same. He didn't lose control, but he got off the track and fortunately came back out on the track at the wrong time. Hits the 25. Now Iweezy's all over the 81 as we have 10 minutes to go. As Javier Vasquez moves up another spot, up to 13th. Now it's Mitchie O'Brien with the fastest lap in the race. But can he get by the 299 here? He gets a little wide going around turn 1. He has the faster car. He just needs to get by that 299. He needs to find a spot on the track where he can make this pass. Turn 8 is that turn where some drivers have had some issues. Mitchie O'Brien on the outside Was trying to look through, trying to make a pass. He looked to the outside for a second to see if he could make the pass there. He definitely has the speed, just needs to find a spot where to make this pass. He's in fourth. They're about 4 seconds away from Mitchie O'Brien. The top three have just left these three behind. There's Morningstar trying to see if he can make a pass. Right behind him is Doug Britton. We know he's fast. He's up the 3 positions. It's Evan Ethel and Rhett Sawyer. Rhett Sawyer trying to get another top 10. Chris Del Rowe in 10th. There's Mike Mello, Colin Pierce, Vasquez, Tyler Margot. And Evan Ethel moves up a position, trying to battle his teammate Doug Britton here. This is for 7th. He's there side by side going around turn 12. And Doug can't hold it on the outside, and it looks like he's going to lose another spot to the 16 of Delro. As you saw some sand kick up there, as the 38 got off the track for a second. There's some great battles going on between the 16 and the 84. Rhett Sawyer's also in the mix. 16 gets very wide coming around the turn. The 16 gets off the track. Almost lost it there. Now he's trying to hold on to 9th. It's a pretty narrow track, so if you go too wide, you could have some issues when you go make a pass. As we have 5 minutes left on the clock, Kyle Storm continues to lead. He has pulled away from the 299. He has a second lead. Can he extend that lead? Last time he had about a second lead, but then they closed the gap on him. Mitchie O'Brien still has the fastest lap so far. Average is about 153. A minute 53 seconds a lap. Probably looking at maybe 3 more laps here. As we see the 7 and the 11. 7-11 going at it here. Going around turn 13. Can Mitchie O'Brien figure something out to catch that 299 and make a pass? It seems like at times when he gains some ground, the 299 just blocks him every way possible, does not let him get by. But now Kyle Storm's lead is continuing to grow. So now it seems like tire wear definitely is coming into play now. As he has a 1.8-second lead on the 299. And now it seems like Eweezy's pulling away from the 40. As we'll have one more lap to go once they cross the line. So Ryan is running out of time if he's going to try to catch that 299 and attempt to make a pass here. Because now we have some cloud cover, so we'll see how that affects some of these cars. The temperature has dropped a few degrees. A little further back is Ani in fourth. DJ Hume in fifth. Morningstar in sixth. Evan Ethel in seventh. Doug Britton eighth. Del Rowe ninth. And Rhett Sawyer trying to hold on to that top 10. As Kyle Storm crosses the stripe. And this is the last lap of the race. And now we see Mitchie O'Brien. He is trying to draft off the 299. He's in the outside. He just cannot get to the side of the 299. Loses a little ground coming out of one. Does the 40 have one more attempt in him to make a pass here? He is on the bumper to 299. Can he figure out a way to make a pass as they head into turn 10? He just needs to find a little opening. This might be it, as he's almost to the side of the 299. Oh, he cannot make it stick. The 299 puts on a block. There's only two more turns to go. And Kyle Storm rounds around turn 14 and heads on to the front stretch here. Kyle Storm wins race 1 in week 7. Eweezy in second, Mitchie in third. 240 had a heck of a race, though. I thought he had the 299 a few times. Just couldn't get by him. This is Kyle Storm's second win of the season. Richie O'Brien is definitely going to move up in the standings after this one. We still have one more race tomorrow. Weezy currently 6 in points. He might move up a spot. Kyle Storm cut into Rhett Sawyer's lead a little, even though his lead is pretty big. But you have to just chip away at it, and hopefully, towards the end of the season, you have a shot at the championship. But another top 10 for the 32. His hot streak continues. That's 13 top 10s this season, which is unheard of. But a great run for the 81. This car seems to be getting a little faster as the season goes. And towards the end of the race, he just pulled away, did not look back. Up next is the supercars. And it is an endurance race at Coda. 35 laps. There'll be 2 pit stops in that race in the supercars. And then ARCA is after that. And we are at Pocono for 25 laps. That should be fun. So we still have some good racing on tap for the rest of the day. But congrats to the 81. Winning race 1 in the Clio Cup Series in week 7. I'll be back in a few minutes for the supercars race. And like always, thank you for supporting the stream and supporting the league. I'll see you guys next time.